YouTube, what's going on? Welcome back to Modern Day Musing. My name's Tom, and today's video, I want to get right into it, the whole modern day perspective and what it's been like growing up. So there's a bunch of different elements we can talk about, but I want to focus on probably one that's really prevalent nowadays, and I'll kind of take you a little bit backward and how I grew up with social media. That's going to be the main focus of the video. And what the challenges and the advantages that you, as a modern day person, you get in that climate. So around probably the first social media I can remember was that I would use to interact with people was Facebook. At the end of grade school, probably it's like grade 8, and that was really interesting dynamic. I mean, I know it was all about kind of, you would make a post so that people would say nice things about you, more or less. It was like to be honest, and you would do that and hope that the girl you liked or your friends liked them, so you could say some nice things. And then when you liked their status, they'd say some nice things back, and it was kind of a nice, innocent thing back then. Then you fast forward to high school, and you get Twitter and Instagram. And at first, for me, it was pretty cool. Pretty good experience, I guess. I liked the fact you could just tweet your own idea, whatever. Mostly for me, it was just jokes or something, and then it got a bit deeper and you really started venting, especially with Twitter. And then Instagram, that was just really, for me, it was cool photos. Like, I like the landscapes, whether it's a sunset or a cool landscape, especially the natural ones, right? So that's what I really thought Instagram was going to be about. But you flash forward through high school into now, going into my 4th year university. And it's really like I just recently deleted both Twitter and Instagram, because I found that, especially for Twitter, we'll focus on Twitter right now. It wasn't engaging anymore. It was just kind of drama or just like venting, but nothing really positive, or not enough of that. And just not really what I personally wanted. And maybe that's just me. I'd like to hear your feedback on what you find Twitter useful for, because it's great for the instantaneous stuff, especially if you're a sports person. You can get that instant news regarding the game updates or trades, etc. But maybe it was the wrong outlet for me, because I was searching for a bit more meaningful stuff, not just like instantaneous posts about what you're doing this second. So that's kind of why I'm not really on Twitter anymore. It's just I don't really see any value of it. I'd love to hear your thoughts on that. And then Instagram I think I have more of a problem with, because I think it creates a lot of insecurities. It's I see it it's very shallow now, very fake. You just get you post a picture and you're always trying to have that perfect lifestyle, show all the good things about your life, and not really capture the realities. I mean, we don't always look extremely buff, or we don't always have perfect skin, and just that whole essence around it of just trying to portray yourself in a way that you're just frankly not. No one's perfect, so why would you just have a bunch of stuff that makes it look like your life's perfect? And furthermore, for the people who end up getting Instagram famous, especially for like attributes like having a nice butt or just being attractive, that's a bar that once you set it, you've got to live up to it, and you're constantly scrutinized. Just an example of my own friend, she told me a story about how someone commented on a post she made. It was just a nice little selfie, whatever, and about her fingernail. It was like, oh, your one fingernail's like, it's clipped, it's not right, like, what's up there? Like, if you're gonna go that far into the detail, you're gonna criticize that much. I didn't understand nor see the value in that, or the value in just every post you post something, and then it's just like, go like it and go give me all that love, but like, do you really mean it? I mean, just almost, it's like a pattern, like you're just trading back that kind of chemical bliss that you get in your brain when you get a like. And then also, for me personally, I found it as a big time waster. You just go onto your feed, or you go into like the discover section, and just waste a lot of time. And some of it's informative if you're looking for maybe tips on workouts or nutrition. You can find cool Instagrams about that. But overall, you just think about the time you spend on social media, and what are you really doing? And I still remember a picture that really spoke to me. I saw it a while ago, ironically enough, on Twitter. And it was a picture of a human walking a dog, and then beside it was another picture, and it was a human holding their phone plugged into the wall, and it was both kind of the message I got from that was we're both like, you're on a leash, like you're kind of controlled. by it, and that's something I personally don't want. And the psychology of it, again, going back to especially Instagram, it's just for guys and girls, especially youth. You grow up in it, and it's pretty weird. I mean, you're always trying to get those likes. Like, people are just obsessed, and now even people they want extra followers, so they'll have bots to make followers and all that. And I don't know why. Like, I think we need to. A real problem was that all this stuff, we grew up in it, especially people around my age, through your 20s, even the teenagers now and a bit older than me. You grew up with that social media, and we're kind of like the lab rats, I think, and because people don't really know the consequences of all this. They're studying it for sure, but what's going to happen and what needs to be done. I think that's what we need to muse on, really think about what are we ultimately trying to do here. Because the great thing about social media is, I mean, just think if influencers of the past had social media and were able to spread that message so rapidly. That's the great thing about it. You can spread your message rapidly, and there's the pros and cons to it. And I just don't think in the society we ponder that enough. What are we doing with this? It's a great tool if you use it properly, but right now I just don't think we take the time to really ponder that and how we can use it for the best. It's kind of just a distraction, because we come back from our jobs, or even on break. You'll be in a break room at work, and you'll look around, and everyone just immediately goes on break, whips out their phone, and it's like, you could engage, and maybe you don't. Like, I'm not really big on small talk, so I guess that's kind of pointless, but it's just like automatic, and you're just head down, immersed in your little world, and it's crazy to see. And there's that Netflix Black Mirror. They made an episode. I've only watched one episode, and it was a really good one. There's all this crazy stuff going on. There's like a chase. Someone's trying. It's like a big game where someone is being killed, but everyone films it on their phones, and they're all just walking around, and they're not helping. They're just walking around capturing it. And I think that was kind of a bit of satire by the part of that creator on what life is like. I mean, you see people, and you wonder, like, they would miss something happening right in front of their very eyes. And I mean, this is not a new message. I've seen lots of people talking about it, but I just want to really, again, muse about it, and I want to hear your guys' opinion on what growing up in the social media age has been like. And then if you're older, what the changes you've realized in society, culture, your everyday life because of social media, and how people are seemingly more into the little fabricated bio or fabricated diary or whatever it is, if it's Twitter or then Instagram, the pictures that they've made about themselves, documenting their life, and how they're more into that than maybe actually living it. So I'd love to hear your thoughts, guys. Just in the comment section below. Let's muse together, and I hope I hear some great feedback eventually, and I'll get back to you soon.